Ever wished you could travel to the United Kingdom without making any embarrassing mistakes? This video will reveal the top 10 things you must avoid to blend in like a local. Do you want to miss out on enjoying your trip because of common pitfalls? Trust me, you'll want to stay until the end to discover the most surprising blunder that could totally ruin your adventure. Now listen closely, because these aren't your run-of-the-mill travel tips. We're talking about those little cultural quirks, those unspoken rules that could make or break your trip. So grab a cuppa or a pint if you're feeling adventurous, and let's embark on this hilarious journey together. Alright, first things first, imagine this. You're on the tube, minding your own business, when suddenly, a voice booms through the carriage, louder than a foghorn in a library. Yes, we're talking about talking loudly in public. Now, I know you're excited to be in the UK, and you probably have a lot to say about the Queen, the weather, or that delicious fry-up you had for breakfast. But trust me, your fellow commuters would much rather enjoy their morning paper in peace and quiet. Here in the UK, we're rather fond of our personal space, especially on public transport. It's all about that unspoken agreement to keep things civilized, darling. So do yourself a favor and lower those decibels. Keep it discreet, keep it classy, and you'll fit right in. Now let's talk about a truly sacred institution in the UK, the queue. Yes, you heard me right, the queue. It's not just a line, my friends, it's a way of life. We queue for everything, buses, shops, even the loo. It's about embracing the British spirit of patience and order. So next time you're tempted to jump the queue, just remember, a true Brit would never dream of it. Now let's talk about something that's near and dear to every Brit's heart, good old-fashioned manners. We're talking please, thank you, excuse me, the whole shebang. You see, in the UK, politeness is more than just good manners. It's a way of life. It's about showing respect for those around you, even if you've just met them. It can turn a grumpy shopkeeper into your new best friend, a crowded tube journey into a delightful exchange of smiles. So remember, when in doubt, just be polite. It's the British way, and it's guaranteed to make your trip that much more enjoyable. Hold the tea? You bet! Not everyone's a tea drinker. Now, I know this might come as a shock, but not everyone in the UK is obsessed with tea. While tea is undoubtedly our national beverage, a comforting hug in a mug, there are those among us who dare to venture beyond the humble cuppa. Don't be surprised if you encounter a Brit who prefers a strong coffee to kickstart their day, or perhaps a refreshing juice. And let's not forget about the craft beer scene, which has exploded in recent years. So before you launch into a passionate discussion about the perfect brewing time for Earl Grey, just remember, some Brits prefer their beverages a little less traditional, and that's perfectly all right. Look, right, drive left. Don't forget which side you're on. Remember, we drive on the left side of the road. I know it seems bonkers to those used to driving on the right, but trust me, it becomes second nature. Just remember, driver on the right, passenger on the left, and be prepared for roundabouts. Yield to traffic already on the roundabout. To tip or not to tip? That is the question. Tipping etiquette can be a minefield, even in your home country. I'm here to guide you through the treacherous waters of tipping in the UK. In restaurants, tip around 10 to 15% of the bill. Add it to the bill or leave cash on the table. Tipping isn't expected in pubs. Round up your bill or leave a few quid, but it's not mandatory. Just smile, say thank you, and be on your way. Now let's talk about a topic that's considered a bit taboo in the UK, money. Yes, that's right, we Brits are notoriously private when it comes to our finances. Discussing your salary, your expenses, or how much you paid for your house is considered, well, a bit vulgar. It's just not the done thing, darling. So if you want to avoid any awkward silences or raised eyebrows, it's best to steer clear of money talk altogether. Stick to safer topics like the weather, the latest football scores, or your favorite episode of EastEnders. Remember, discretion is key when it comes to financial matters in the UK. Now let's talk about something that's very important to us Brits, punctuality. Yes, we're a nation of clock watchers and we take our appointments very seriously. Being late is considered disrespectful, disorganized, and downright rude. So, unless you have a very good excuse, and I mean a very good excuse, always aim to arrive on time. Now, I understand that things happen. Trains get delayed, buses break down, pigeons steal your car keys. It happens. If you do find yourself running late, be sure to let the other person know as soon as possible. A quick phone call or text message can go a long way in mitigating any potential awkwardness. Now, I know London is a pretty amazing city. It's vibrant, it's exciting, it's home to the Queen. But the UK is so much more than just London, darling. We're a nation of diverse regions, each with its own unique character, charm, and yes, even accent. So before you assume that everyone you meet is a Cockney geezer or a posh Chelsea girl, just remember, the UK is a melting pot of cultures and accents. Embrace the diversity, explore beyond the capital, and you'll discover a whole new side to the UK. Trust me, it's worth the journey. Ah, the Great British Weather. It's a topic that's as unpredictable as it is inevitable. We complain about it constantly, but secretly, we wouldn't have it any other way. So, what's the best way to deal with the unpredictable nature of the British weather? Simple, be prepared for anything. Pack an umbrella, a raincoat, sunglasses, sunscreen, a woolly hat, gloves, you get the picture. We've been known to have sunshine, rain, hail, and even snow all before lunchtime. It's all part of the adventure, darling. So embrace the chaos, pack for every eventuality, and just remember, there's no such thing as bad weather, only inappropriate clothing. And there you have it, 10 things not to do when visiting the United Kingdom. Keep these tips in mind, and you'll blend in like a local and enjoy your trip even more. Check out my other videos for more travel tips and guides. Safe travels!